The essentials you decide to pack for Disney World matter way more than you think. You'll want to do your best to help keep your travel party, family, and friends comfortable during your trip. And there's a couple of key items that can help do that may completely slip your mind whenever creating your packing list. After numerous trips to the Disney parks and reading through comments from past videos, I wanted to share with you 9 essentials no one talks about packing for a Disney World vacation that can actually help save your trip. And I'm going to be saving a very unhinged essential for number 9, and it's something I never thought I'd be talking about, so let's go ahead and get on into this. First essential are disinfecting wipes or sanitary wipes. Everyone packs differently, and this is something I didn't think about before going to Disney World, but based on the comments, I kept getting this comment about people packing wipes or travel wipes in their Disney park bag to have whenever they're in the parks. I think this is super useful for a couple of use cases. If you're traveling with kids and you want to easily wash their hands without going to the restrooms after eating or after a ride, having wipes that you can just throw away is very convenient. Also, you can get them in these little travel packs that you can put inside of your Disney park bag, so it's very travel friendly. But for another use case that people were commenting about are with the tables at quick service restaurants. Sometimes it can be very difficult to find tables to eat at, and the last thing you want is to have purchased your food, have it ready in hand to eat, and be scrambling around to try to find a table, having your food get cold or get bad. And if there's some tables that aren't cleaned off or may still have some spills on it, it's nice to have little travel wipes that you can easily disinfect and clean off the tables, is what I've been hearing from comments, and I think it is a really useful thing to have just in case. Also, not to mention, after having some type of sugary treat like a Dole Whip or an ice cream cone in the hot Florida sun, the ice cream and frozen treats can melt very quickly. If you want something that's very easy to wipe off your sticky hands, having wipes are a really useful thing for that. Usually for me personally, I've never taken wipes, but may consider adding them to my Disney park bag because I'm always open to hearing what you guys add to your park bags. But I usually just like packing a little hand sanitizer that can fit easily in the bag, but I usually go with a spray one that's like a misting hand sanitizer. You can get Touchland, you can get them at the dollar store. There are so many different types of hand sanitizers. This is what I personally use, but think that having the wipes would be really useful for sticky hands and fingers. The second essential goes along with messes and things you may run into with your Disney park outfits during the day, and it is a Tide stick or a stain pen. This is absolutely genius and something I never thought about, but again, whenever you're eating in the park, if you spill anything on you, or a lot of the cases in the comments what I was reading about people that travel with their children, if they're eating anything and it spills onto their clothes, or if you accidentally sit in something on a ride or sitting down on a park bench and you get something on your pants, it is nice to have a little Tide stick or a stain stick to put into your Disney park bag. You can easily dab onto the clothes and it helps remove any stains or defects that you get on your clothing while in the Disney parks. This is just a compact little essential that you can use to easily tackle any issues that you get with your clothing during the day. And one little thing that I was seeing as I was researching options, of course there are the Tide sticks, stain sticks, so many options that you can choose from. But one thing that I wanted to mention that's kind of a little bonus in terms of this essential is having some type of spray mist in your Disney hotel that can easily remove wrinkles from your clothing. I may have showed you in the past, I use my Disney park bags or my lounge flies as packing cubes, so I pack all of my clothing in there whenever traveling to Disney World. I can show another video about that later, but whenever I do that, sometimes my clothing comes out wrinkled. Usually I'll hang it inside of my resort so that way I can avoid wrinkles. But one thing I did not even know existed was this type of spray mist that you can spray onto your clothing. It kind of dampens your clothing and it helps release any wrinkles or issues that you have with your clothing whenever you're traveling and then going to either go to the parks, go to a dinner, and kind of freshen up your clothing. So I thought that was a nice, interesting thing to add to this essential that kind of goes along with the stain stick, but it's also a laundry essential that can help you during your visit. I've been talking a lot about Disney park bags, and the third essential here is something I am personally going to get that I have also read from the comments, and it is a Disney park bag insert. If you have ever used a Loungefly or a backpack in the Disney parks or just in general, you'll know personally that these can quickly become a black hole of essentials during your park day or just in everyday life. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love backpacks, Loungeflies, these types of bags for my Disney park bags, but a lot of times I find that usually I'll put my commonly used essentials in the front pocket so I can easily find find them. But inside of the main portion of the bag, it usually has one pocket on the back. Maybe it's zippered, it might just be a little flap like this, but in the inside, it's really just the main body of the bag. And a lot of times I find that I put essentials in here like my water bottle, portable charger, fan, liquid IV, and I'm fishing around trying to find it while I'm walking around the parks. There are these bag organizers and these inserts that you can easily put inside of the bag. It has little compartments, zippered pockets, different things that you can easily organize all of your essentials in the insert, put it in your bag, and know where everything is at whenever you are in the parks. I think that is so convenient. It's a nice hack whenever you're using a backpack so you know where everything is and you're not fishing around trying to find your wallet, trying to find a Band-Aid, something you need for your kids. It's just nice and organized in here. And another thing that I really like it for, a lot of times whenever I visit the parks, I bring at least 2 backpacks to switch out during my visits. I like having multiple just to pair with my Disney park outfits or to switch it up based on feel during my visit. And where I think this comes in handy is in the evening. A lot of times I am switching out essentials nightly so that way I'm ready the next morning to go with my new bag. And with the insert, you can easily just have it in your bag, pull it out, have all your essentials in hand so you don't forget anything when you're headed to the buses or the Skyliner the next morning, and just conveniently plop it right into the other bag that you plan on using. It saves on time whenever you are repacking for the next day and ensures that you don't forget anything for your upcoming park visit. I know I have gotten onto the bus, realized that I forgot my water bottle, portable charger. It's completely sidetracked my day, and to avoid having to go back to the hotel, it's nice having everything organized and just able to easily put into the new bag. The fourth essential here sounded way too good to be true for me originally, but they are makeup eraser cloths. Now, transparently, I have heard of these before, but I got them in a PR box from Disney Style last Halloween, and I saw them, and when I originally read about it, I thought they were too good to be true. So when it comes to makeup, I have certain products that I like to use that last all day in the Disney parks, but I usually go from morning to the evening, and when I get back to the hotel, I am ready for bed. I want to shower, take my makeup off easily, and be able to get in bed to get ready for my next park day. And a lot of times what I had issues with was taking my makeup off, or it would just take a lot more time than I really wanted. Basically because of the eyeliner or the mascara I would wear, I would always get the dark marks underneath after trying to remove it or getting a shower. But then in the PR package came these makeup eraser cloths, and there are a couple of different styles that you can get. They have Disney styles, they have plain styles. They're usually like this pink makeup cloth. But what I realized also whenever doing this video, I did some research, and there's different use cases for either side of these makeup cloths. This is the Disney Villains collection. So they have a couple of Disney villains that you can choose from, but I wanted to read also from their website how to specifically use these makeup erasers, because I could have been using them totally wrong and not even known about it. It's able to erase all your makeup with just water, including waterproof, which I know a lot of you guys like using waterproof mascara. That's what I need to try personally for myself. It is a patented water-activated cloud soft fibers that gently erase and remove all makeup, sunscreen from pores. It has a 2-in-1 benefit because one side erases makeup and then the other side exfoliates your skin. It says that the wetter the better, the hotter the water will help to erase your makeup easier and more effectively. This side is like a smoother material, and then this side is a little bit more rough, but it has this little strap that you can easily put on your hand. And I tested it my last visit and personally really liked how it worked. I just wet it down, wrung out some of the water, and then wiped around my face, and it really took off a lot of the makeup very effectively, especially the mascara. That's what I struggle with the most. And I thought it was too good to be true, but it really worked out very well. Typically with these as well, this is a brand new one that I haven't used yet, and this is one that I've used for a couple of trips and also just here at home because they're so convenient to use. I typically use them and wash them in the laundry. I didn't read specifically on how to clean them, but it does come with this little laundry bag. I'm not sure if this is what you use to store them or if you put this in the wash. It says they last up for about 200 uses, so they do last for a while, but just wanted to point out some of them do come with these little laundry bags, which are really nice. As we were about halfway through the list, I quickly wanted to pause and ask if there are any unique things that you like to pack for the Disney parks that you don't usually hear anybody talk about. Please let me know in the comments, and if there's anything that you're seeing now that you'd like to add and pack for your upcoming trip, I'll make sure to link all of the products below so you can easily find them. Item number 5 is something I usually hear about for the Universal Orlando parks and Disney cruises. I don't usually hear about it for the Disney parks. I think they'd be useful, and they are motion sickness bans or medicines. Some of the comments that I get based on the Disney rides, usually they're a little bit more gentle compared to the Universal Orlando parks. And of course, when you're going on a cruise, you may deal with motion sickness. But if this is something that you struggle with and you'd like to enjoy some of the rides like Flight of Passage and Cosmic Rewind at Epcot, those are rides that I usually get comments and hear guests have the most issues with in terms of motion sickness. And if these are rides that you want to enjoy for yourself, but you're concerned about struggling with the motion sickness, consider looking into some motion sickness items. I know people really like using the bands. There's also like these stickers that you can put behind your ears. I've never personally used either for any of these use cases. I don't usually get as motion sick, but if it's something that you think you may struggle with, there's also Dramamine that you can take. I'd recommend looking into that just so that way you can have it, be prepared for it whenever you are in the parks, and you don't have to worry about trying to find it in the parks, because I don't know that they're as frequently available like other essentials that you can buy in the Disney gift shops. It's just nice to have on hand if you know it's something that you struggle with. Essential number 6 sounds common sense, but it can be easily overlooked like it had been for me for many years, and that is packing a swimsuit. There are a couple of key reasons why I am recommending this, especially this year. And a lot of times I would go to the parks getting ready to get to my hotel only to figure out that I did not bring a swimsuit. And usually I didn't do this because I would be so focused on going to the parks, experiencing all the rides and everything that it had to offer. But if you have a break day or if you're wanting to enjoy your resort, definitely recommend packing a swimsuit, because there are so many fun pools, hot tubs, different water features and structures that you can enjoy at some of the Disney resorts that you don't want to forget a swimsuit so that you can be able to enjoy it. Like I said, I would rarely pack these, but more frequently as we're visiting the parks, we have really enjoyed visiting some of the pools and just having a more relaxing day at Disney. This is perfect for an off day, your travel day. And the reason I specifically wanted to point it out this year is because last year what they did, they had a water park perk that on your travel day, when you checked into your hotel, the Disney resorts were doing a little promotion that you actually got free water park entry to the Disney water parks on your check-in day. I unfortunately did not realize this, in the day that I decided to go check out Blizzard Beach for the first time, I did not have a swimsuit. So I just went and walked around and enjoyed seeing what the park was like. What they're doing is they're actually bringing back that promotion this summer in 2026. I think it's from May 26th to September 8th. They are running the free water park promotion. So if you're traveling at all this summer and into the early fall, definitely you will want to take advantage of that water park perk. You can go to Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon, depending on which one is open, and it's free for your check-in day. So you'll want to make sure that you have a swimsuit. You don't want to buy it at Disney, and also make sure that you are bringing all of the essentials like sunscreen and different things that you need for going to the water parks. If you're interested in what it looks like to go to the Disney water parks, I will link a couple of videos below from whenever we personally went for the other times that they were doing the free water park perk. And when it comes to swimsuits, this is just one that I had as an example that I really liked wearing, but I do recommend wearing ones that are more secure in terms of going on the water slides, so that way you know they are secure on the top, they won't fall off, you don't have any issues with that. And personally, I just always like wearing more of a high-waisted bottom. I just find that they're more comfortable, they stay on better whenever you're at the water parks and doing some of the water rides. Essential number 7 are different options to help you avoid blisters, and it is a product called Moleskin. I had never heard of Moleskin before going to the Disney parks, and again, this is something that I read through the comments. Usually we use Band-Aids, blister patches, or this product called New Skin, which is kind of like a gel that you can paint onto any blisters or irritation that you have to create a new skin to avoid more blistering. But another product that people recommended in the comments, bandage straps or strips that you can get in a giant roll. And what I've seen people do is they actually just cut up individual pieces to easily put into their park bags in case they feel any blisters or irritation coming on. You can easily just put it flat onto your skin. It's also nice because it's a little bit more flexible, that you can fit it around different areas depending on where you have those blisters. And I like that it comes in a giant roll. You can do with it what you want, cut up strips ahead of time, or have longer pieces compared to Band-Aids and blister blister patches that might only be a certain length. So if you're struggling with blisters or you want to help avoid this, definitely recommend packing something like that to be able to save your feet and anywhere else that you may have irritation. Essential number 8 is also laundry related, and that is a travel size detergent in case you want to do laundry. Transparently as well, we usually do not do laundry during our Disney visits unless we are going for longer than 4 to 5 days. So last January, we were there for a couple of days because we were running the Run Disney Marathon weekend doing the Dopey Challenge. One thing you might not know is that all of the Disney resorts, and depending if you're staying on property or not, the hotel you're staying at may have a laundry service that has the washers and dryers. You can usually purchase the detergent and softeners, anything that you need, through vending machines at the laundry stations, but those are going to be a little bit more expensive. What I'd recommend if you plan on doing laundry, whether you have kids or you're staying for a longer stay, consider bringing your own portable or travel friendly laundry options. A funny thing is we are Sam's Club members, and a lot of times their free sample will be different laundry options. So that is something that I've gotten, and it's nice because they just give a little sample pod, but you can obviously bring these from your home, or if you want to bring the little scent beads, you could put them in a bag and take them with you. But as I was doing some research on different portable or travel friendly laundry options, I did notice that some of them do come in these little travel packs that are conveniently little pouches that you can use for single loads of laundry. So there's a couple of different use cases and things that you can do with these. If you are wanting to do laundry, just think of this ahead of time. Make sure you pack it, but if you do not, they do have it available just for a higher cost at the laundry services. Ninth, but certainly not least, is something that I never thought I would talk about in a video or publicly about the Disney parks. And one thing you may want to consider packing if you're sensitive to it are flushable wipes. Again, not something I thought I would personally talk about, but I have started seeing a lot more comments and creator videos about this topic, meaning that the toilet paper that is at the Disney resorts, the Disney parks, it is not the highest quality. It's like your single ply, very low quality, cheap toilet paper. And if you're somebody that struggles with that or just wants to be comfortable during your trip, one thing I've seen people start to bring are these travel flushable wipes. You can of course get bigger packs, or if you want to have it sent in your grocery delivery, that's an option. There is a company called Dude Wipes that has flushable options, and there are also these little mini travel packs, which if you are needing it would be nice and convenient. Instead of bringing a giant pack, you can just bring the little travel size options in your Disney park bag. That might be a little essential you want to add, so that way you're comfortable in the parks and back at your hotel. Just a little option that, again, didn't think I would necessarily chat about in public, but I know from experience and based on other comments and family members' thoughts, the toilet paper isn't the greatest, so maybe consider packing that in your park bag or whenever you're traveling down to Disney. Another thing you could do that may be a little bit more high maintenance, but it might be something that you want to consider, is just getting different rolls of toilet paper that you personally like, add it to your Disney grocery order, have it sent to your hotel, and be able to use it inside of your resort. So those are 9 items you might not necessarily hear people talk about packing when going to Disney World that you can see it can end up saving your trip. But another thing I see guests run into all the time are common mistakes that you want to look out for whenever going to Disney World. And to make sure that you are on top of things and aware of it before your trip, I want to direct you to this video right here to share some common mistakes you want to avoid. Thanks so much for watching. Helpful links will be in the description below. And of course, be sure to add all of your favorite essentials that you like to pack. I'm always looking for more options. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.